Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. Noel, 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 Noel. Yeah, it's Christmas time. Welcome to Laser Show, to listeners from all over the world, including Israel. Especially Israel. When we think of Christmas, oftentimes we think of what? New York City, Rockefeller. Okay, we think of America. Maybe Rhode Island, But we never think of Israel. And Israel is really what started this whole damn party to begin with. If you've ever read an atlas, if you ever were made to read an atlas like I was by my dad. Dad was a big atlas guy. Shout out, Dad, big laserhead. Merry Christmas, love you. Merry Christmas to you all. And to all a good night. This podcast contains lasers that may trigger seizures in photosensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is Laser Show.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
Good tidings to you all. It's Christmas week. Wanted to just drop a little Christmas week laser show. I do so few laser shows. My last laser show was October 24th. My nephew's birthday. I got him a wooden duck. I'm useless as an uncle. I got him a wooden duck that has a Celtics jersey painted on. And let me tell you, this guy on Etsy, nephew's a big Celtics fan. Go Seas. It's a baby fucking wheel, man. That's a tuna, bro. Steve, I hope you're watching, buddy. Found this guy on Etsy. Makes these cool handcrafted wooden ducks. I don't know if they're handcrafted. I don't know where the ducks come from, but he definitely paints the ducks. They're these like standing up ducks holding a basketball. And he has two pictures on his website. One is wearing a purple Lakers jersey. And one is wearing a green Celtics jersey that says Boston. Just says Boston on it. And those are the two pictures he has on his Etsy site. So I bought one. And then in the message to him, I said, hey, I want the Celtics one. And he said, I don't have a Celtics one, only the ones with the pictures shown. I said, buddy, the one that says Boston, that's the Celtics one. Don't you know ball? But I ordered that. Not a big hit. Really half-hearted thank you text. Better luck next year. On my nephew's birthday and also for the Celtics. What a time of year it is, huh? Sports left and right. This is episode 46 of Laser Show. The Sleepy Joe episode. I am your host, Gucci Greatness, the Fabergé Fiend, Dr. Drip, Guac Daddy, 3-time Employee of the Week, 1-time Employee of the Month, inaugural at both, and second alderman of the 3rd Ward of Cass County, Missouri, Ryan O'Flanagan. I'm recording this one on my phone, so let me know in the comments, chat. Let me know how it sounds, because I'm getting so many goddamn complaints about the sound of my podcasts. Yeah, it's a little low. You're a little low. Child, turn me up. I do get it. My phone's been through a lot. My headphones have been through a lot. But I always wish it could be just a bit louder. There are things I listen to, I go, wow, I wish they had just cranked the audio on this, because I'm having trouble hearing. If I'm wearing headphones outside, going for one of my classic Ryan O jogs, shout out 4 Mile Friday. So I get it. So hopefully this sounds better. I think it's probably going to be more echoey because what I usually use is a actual microphone that it plugs into a USB, and you know how I feel about USB. This is a classic USB plug, thick. It can hold a lot of sound in it. And it has like a wind guard on the top of the mic, which I assume muffles the echoes and pitter-pattering and dripping in this apartment. Always it's dripping. Big rain's coming, folks. If you're in Southern California, big rain's coming. We're going to have a thunderstorm Christmas. I'm very excited. I love a thunderstorm, and I love Christmas. And I love my friends. I'm going to be doing Christmas with some friends this year. We're going to watch the pitter-patter of the rain, watch these 3 god-awful football games they have on Netflix. 3 just terrible games. How much fun would it be if there was a good game happening on Christmas? Oh. But it's 3 terrible games, a bunch of backup quarterbacks. No one cares about any of the games that are happening on Christmas. What a shame. But then we'll watch a movie, and then we'll get some Chinese food. Yum, 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 the Chinese! And then we'll maybe go to a bar. But I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. I'm planning on having the most wonderful Christmas. I'm going to get my friends some, I don't know, I'm going to go on Amazon tonight. See if I can find like a 6-pack of something that I can just give one to everyone. Maybe a Christmas necklace or something, you know. That'll be my gift to everyone. Or some lottery tickets. But that's my plan. And I haven't spoken to you all in 2 damn months. I wanted to thank everyone. I don't have any new official sponsors, but you know what? Yeah, I do. My new sponsors are the 8 people who bought and won an Overly Excited Tourist Season 3 hat on eBay. Congratulations to you all, and thank you so much. I'm in dire straits financially and really needed to sell those hats, so thank you for giving me money for them. They're worth nothing. You really are not getting a good value. I'll tell you they're worth nothing. But I said that I was selling the hats. If you want me to sign the hat, I'll sign the hat. Because sometimes you don't really want something signed. Like if you want it to actually look good, if you want to actually wear that hat and it not be a hat that's signed, if you actually just like the hat and don't want a fucking Sharpie signature on it, thus kind of ruining the hat, I get it. But everyone asked me to sign the hat. So that's nice. Hope you all enjoy the SIGs. One guy asked me to write a little note on the hat. I wrote a little note on the hat. So I brought my eBay up. I was going to go through and say everyone by name, but I realized some of these are probably for Christmas presents. I know at least one of them is. And so I'm just going to not say names, so I don't want to ruin that for anybody in case it's a gift. Aren't I so thoughtful? It's crazy, man. I'm such a good friend. I'm such a good guy. And I'm always so thoughtful with these things. But thank you all, and you're welcome for not saying your name. Overly Excited Tourist Season 3 in the book. Since we last talked, it wrapped up. It is in the books. Season 4, hey man, yeah, I'm going to do some more videos next year. I don't know any for sure. I can tell you one for sure I'm going to do is Des Moines, Iowa. Because I'm going to be in Des Moines, Iowa, and I have a free day. And I've been trying to do shows in Des Moines, Iowa for like 4 years. And they keep getting canceled. One got canceled because only, get this, 48 tickets were sold on a Wednesday night at the Funny Bone in Des Moines, Iowa. And they canceled it like a few days before. Because only 48 tickets were sold? That's so many tickets. So they canceled that. I tried to make a different event and tell everyone from the show to come on over and buy tickets to this other brewery that I had emergency booked. And shout out to Big Grove Brewery. They were down to rescue my ass in that trying time. But only like 11 tickets sold. So I was like, forget it. It's not worth it. And then I had another show planned at Teehees or TG's or something. And they canceled. They replaced me with a karaoke night. That was like last year, I think. And I'm promoting these shows. I've already have gone very public with these shows. Hey, I'm going to be in Des Moines. That's a big city in Iowa. That's a big city if you're in Iowa. The Des Moines is the big one. Des Moines is the big time. Then there's, of course, Davenport. And then there's the caucus. But guess what? So I'm going to be in the area again in March. So who did I reach out to? Big Grove Brewery. New owner now. Or at least a new person that I'm emailing with. I think it's a new owner. And equally as friendly. Just responded. Because I used, I went back to my Big Grove emails of last year and then just went straight onto that thread so they would remember who I was. I didn't start a brand new email. I went back to the old thread, which I saved in my Gmail folder called Comedy. Aren't I just so type A and thoughtful? But I said, hey, it's me again. Going to be back in the area. I want to do a show. They said, hey, I'm a different person now. But also, yeah. She goes, I actually know who you are. I think. Seen your videos or something. I said, hell yeah, that always feels a lot better. So that's going to be March something. I got some shows coming. I'll get to those at the end. Oh, this is important. I had shows planned in Pittsburgh and Miamisburg, Ohio. Really been trying to get to Miamisburg, Ohio for a long time now. It's my white whale. It's the Miami of Ohio, but not Miami, Ohio, which is also a college. Different thing. This is a different thing. How many Miamis are there in Ohio? Ohio is really, really on the up and up. South Erie Beach. So, I was going to do a Pittsburgh show and a Miamisburg show. They have been moved. Canceled for now, and we're trying to find a new date. And by we, I mean just me. And this person's really hard to get in contact with. The people don't respond to my god damn texts. If that's your whole job is to book shows, you should be booking the shows on your phone all day. Unless do you have another job? Yeah, probably. But they double booked. The Pittsburgh venue double booked. That's okay. That happens a lot. I got double booked. I don't know if you know this. I got double booked with a karaoke night one time. This was, if you can believe it or not, this was in Des Moines, Iowa. So yeah, I get double booked all the time. And they say, well, we double booked you. The other person is more successful. So we got to keep their night and move your night. I say, yeah, I understand that. That actually happened. That's why this whole run is happening in March now. It's supposed to be April, but I got double booked in Wisconsin, and they felt so bad. They said, "Can you do March?" I said, "Can we keep it April?" I already started booking some other shows. They go, "Please, can you do March? We double booked you, and we feel so bad, and we'll pay you extra." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna move all my shows to March then." So now I got a whole run of shows in March. Not April, because one venue said they would pay me extra to move it. And I said, fuck you to all the other venues. I said, you guys got to move with me. This place is going to pay me a little bit more. So I got to inconvenience all these other shows I was going to do and say, we got to do it in March. Sorry, folks. And everyone was very nice about it. And it's a nice little run we got. And guess where the hell it is? It's the same places I always fucking do. It's Wisconsin. It's Iowa. It's Minnesota. Chicago. Just added actually a South Bend, Indiana. So Midwest, Rust Belt, whatever you want to call that area. I'll be there again. It's where I always am. I actually just met a guy from Wisconsin the other day at a Christmas street fair. He had a tent and he was selling sausages and cheese, and both of which were just cold. When you think of a Wisconsin tent at a street fair selling sausages and cheese, you think, ooh, I could go for a nice hot sausage and some cheese curds. No, they're cold and refrigerated. They're packaged and they are to take home. The sausage is like a salami. It's the thickness of a salami, and you cut it like you would cut a salami. Big ass sausages. I don't know what you're supposed to do with a sausage like that. Put it in your ass. But I started talking to the guy because I go, dude, and he was wearing a cheese head. And he's just by himself in a cheese head. This older white guy. And I go, all right, I guess I'll. Of course, an older white guy. This is a guy who's wearing a cheese head. You ever seen a black Packers fan? So I go over and talk to the guy. And I go, dude, I'm in Wisconsin a lot. It's the place I do stand-up and I do the most. And I don't like walking up to a stranger and saying, hey, first thing I'm going to tell you is that I do stand-up. That's usually something I try to hide for as many years as I can when I meet people. But I needed context to tell this guy why I am in Wisconsin. And I go, I'm going to be in Eau Claire. I'm going to be in Appleton. I'm going to be in Milwaukee. This guy's from Milwaukee. I go, cool, Milwaukee. You ever heard of the Sugar Maple? That's where I did my Milwaukee show last year. He goes, no, I sure don't. I sure have not. I'm not performing at a lot of places that anyone's heard of, especially not in Milwaukee. The 30-seat venue that I sold out. 30 seats gone. And one guy told me to go check out the crashed boat out by the lake. There's a crashed boat on the lake. And I went and checked out that crashed boat, put it in the tourist video. It's a cool crashed boat. Right on the lake. But I've talked about the boat on the podcast before, the crashed boat. But update for everyone, the crashed boat has been removed. I saw that on the news. No, that's not true. I saw that. I'm remembering how I found out. Definitely was not on the news. It was an Instagram comment. Now I'm remembering. Someone commenting, a couple people commenting on that tourist video. Hey, that boat's gone now. That boat, it's no longer out, crashed by the lake. But it was so much a tourist attraction that it was on Google Maps with like the little camera icon to signify you can click on it and this is a tourist attraction. You can put it into your damn GPS. It's made it to Google Maps. This was now a tourist attraction that was on Google Maps. I don't know if you guys are listening. That's a big tourist attraction. That's something that should be there forever. But I guess it was unsafe or something, or just an eyesore. It was, but it was cool. It's cool if like crash boats. It was super spray painted up. And it was just, it had a name. I certainly forget what the name is. And I know if you know it and you're listening to this podcast, you're yelling it. It's the SS Gruyere. But I don't remember. But I guess it was either an eyesore or unsafe because they towed it into the ocean and they blew it up and they sunk it. Has anyone ever heard of the theory that this is not a theory? This is something a tour boat guide told me at Lake George, New York. Back in the day, this guy's giving us the history of Lake George. Me and my cousins and stuff. We did a little family reunion, and the guy we did a little like boat tour, tiki boat tour in the driving rain. It was awesome. Two things I like to do in the rain is a tiki boat tour and Christmas Day. So this guy tells us that back in the day, they used to fill the boats with rocks in the winter, and they would sink the boats to the bottom of the lake for the winter, and it would freeze over. And this is so that, like, during the winter, their boats wouldn't get broken or whatever. Broken or robbed or whatever you would do with a boat in a frozen lake in the winter. I guess probably you can just break it. Like, no one's stealing the boat because it's in a frozen lake in winter. Also, sorry, this is the thing about recording on my phone. I don't know if you can hear how much I'm pacing around. I don't have a particularly creaky apartment, but you can just listen to my feet. Isn't that nice? Little ASMR of my feet. By the way, I'm wearing slippers. Nice slippers that I got from when I was a chain smoker. They let me keep the slippers from the shoot. They're falling apart. That was in 2022. And I'm wearing high white socks, Bombas. Bomba, Iowa, bomba, Iowa, hey. Check out Bamba by Tiago Raul. It's this Hispanic singer I saw singing the song called Bamba at a night at Harvard and Stone over in East Hollywood. I said, who is this guy? I was asking people. It was like out of a movie. Who is this guy? This sassy, pretty gay Latino performing live, dancing around, spinning around, doing it in it was the song of the night. It closed the night, and people were looking around, going, "Yeah, this is his big song." And he gets up there, Bamba, Iowa, Bamba, Iowa, hey. Bamba, Iowa, Bamba, da 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 da, Bamba, Iowa, Bamba. Now to San Fernando, pop, pop, pop. Breaking it down, when I get down to the piano. Breaking it down, when I get down to the piano. We can take it slowly, you can rush and show me. What? That doesn't make sense. We can take it slowly, show me. Long as your body's near, I don't care. Bamba, Iowa, Bamba, Iowa, hey. I said, who is that guy? I go and I talk to this other girl who also was singing. I was like, hey, you were really good. She said, thanks. Thank you so much. I was like, yeah, but what's that guy's name? I'm just asking, I really just wanted to ask you what that guy's name was. And what's the name? And she goes, yeah, it's his big song. It's called Bamba. His name's Tiago Raul. Check it out. Dude, maybe I'll end, what is he going to sue me? Yeah, maybe I'll throw it on at the end of the episode. Still let me know if you made it to the Elk, or let me know if you made it to Tiago Raul. Tiago? I think Tiago Raul. Bamba, Iowa. And he was shaking his ass in these tight little pants. I didn't like him because of that. I liked the song. I remember telling my friend Sam, I like this song. He was like, all right, dude. Why? Now, how the hell did I get on Tiago Raul? What the hell was I talking about? Under the hats. Tiago Raul. Oh, my Bombas socks. Hello. I'm wearing slippers, tall black Bombas socks, and then just my underpants. I wanted to give you a visual of what was going on in my apartment. I'm pacing around my apartment back and forth in very broken slippers. Looks like a mouth. My right foot looks like one of those, looks like a mouth. It's so very open. Tall black socks and black boxer briefs that aren't very tight anymore because they're so old. They're almost... Boxer briefs in time just kind of become boxers, don't they? The older they get, they really stretch out and they just become boxers, don't they? Boxer shorts. Ho! I laughed like that the other night, and my friend Molly goes, that was like a genuine ho, ho, ho. And I said, yeah, maybe that's how Santa, maybe that's how he actually laughed. And it got, how else can you write that? Someone wanted to tell the story of Santa, and he was this jolly big man with a great white beard and these reindeer, and he would laugh like this. And then you write that in a book, and if you're reading that, you go, and he laughs like this, ho, ho, ho. And we've never thought about, no one laughs like that. That's not a laugh. Sometimes they try to make it a real laugh, like in a commercial or something. Instead of saying ho, 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 they'll try to make Santa actually do laugh. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, that's not that much better. Ho, ho, ho. Why are you laughing like that? There's no way. I should play a Santa, and it's going to be the most realistic Santa because he's going to laugh like this. Ha ha! Ho! I don't know, just a thought. There's Bad Santa. I'm going to do a movie called Accurate Santa. Speaking of Christmas, I went to some parties. Well, I don't want to talk about that yet. Let's stay on track here. I'm coming to you right now. I'm recording this on December 22nd. And as of now, your Carolina Panthers are in first place in the NFC South. I mean, what a success. What a successful year. I was right. Everything I said was right. We might win this division. And look at all my season-long futures coming in. Bryce over 17.5 touchdowns. Bink, Panthers over 6.5 wins. Bink, T-Mac over 4.5 touchdowns. Bink. This is just a brief little sports interlude, then I'll get back to it. But the savviest, sharpest bet I've made in the offseason just came in. Kansas City Chiefs missed the playoffs plus 450. Bink. Week 15, bink. Anyway, I just lost in fantasy. I made it to the, whoops, sorry. I don't know if I was just holding the phone like I was on the phone, like up to my head. I made it to the semifinals of my fantasy league, and I fucking lost to Chris today. Oh, the semifinal. I dragged this team's ass to the semifinals. Congrats to Chris, big dude. Go win the whole thing, Chris. Big laser head, Chris is. And Mel's best available, my team. I mean, what a ragtag group. This guy had no injury luck on this team. Malik Neighbors, Cam Scatterboot, Tucker Kraft. I was dragging this team's ass into the semifinal, this ragtag group. It was like the movie Mystery Men. These ragtag group of nothings. But they all have different talents. Come on in, Jawan Jennings. Help us out if you wouldn't mind, Trey Tucker. Isaiah Pacheco, come on down. Help us out. Ragtag group, semifinals. So, I won't win damn shit for that. I was also in a Survivor League, and I made it to the final week of this $5,000 Survivor League. And then I picked the goddamn Bucks to beat the Saints, knocked out. Boom, done. One guy wins. Some guy named Josh. A guy named Josh won $5,500, and I didn't. The guy's name is Josh. Picture him. Bitch. Coward. Racist. Weak. Untrustworthy. Go to hell, Josh. But congratulations. But my fantasy league recently came. I did a show in Escondido, California on Thanksgiving weekend, and a bunch of my fantasy league mates came out. Love that. That's a cool club. Check out Grand Comedy Club if you're in Southern Cal or like Greater San Diego area. It's my friend's club. He just opened it up. Well, he's had one for a while, but he moved to a bigger, better location, and it's pretty sick. So did a couple fun shows there. Highly recommend that club. And thank you and shout out to Ballers for Dollars, my fantasy league that I still have never won. This is year 4, I believe. These sweet ladies let me be in their league. I just can't friggin' beat them. However, so that was Thanksgiving weekend. I haven't spoken to you guys, and I didn't speak to you guys all of November. Plenty of things happened. I did a sketch show at UCB, which is a comedy theater in LA. It's UCB, and it's New York, yeah, and there's a New York and then in LA. It's UCB. They do sketch and improv and some stand up sometimes. But I got to be the special guest on a long-running sketch show called Ask Catch. And I know, that sounds like something I would say to make up the name of a sketch show, but that's really what it's called. It's called Ask Sketch with like 4 S's. And my friend directs it, or a lot of them at least, and had me be the special guest. I think she directs all of them. Had me be the special guest one month. And And this whole sketch group team, they kind of rotate their cast, and so they all know each other and work together a lot. And I got to be the special guest, and I fucked up everything. I fucked up so bad. I was in the opening. I was the main character of the opening sketch of the whole night, and it's a big to do. I'm a drunk cowboy, and the whole scene is just me pacing around, talking, being drunk. And I was at some point supposed to call for a telegram boy. I go, hey, telegram boy. And then John Milheiser, who you may know, he was on SNL, very funny guy. He's supposed to run on stage and be the little telegram boy. And he's in this, cowboy outfit and dressed to the nines, real fun, funny outfit. Such a funny little character. He comes in all whimsical and then runs away. I must deliver this message, and runs away, then immediately gets shot. Great little scene. And my character's supposed to bring him out, and I just forgot, and I never brought him out. I forgot that part of the script, and I just moved on to the next part. And I had no idea that I had done that. And the whole cast must have been like, well, this guy sucks. Our special guest, and then John was just on the side of the stage waiting to go on stage, completely dressed in this little fucking cowboy outfit. And then the sketch ends. I'm like, oh, all right, that's it. Then the lights go out and people clap. The audience didn't know that I missed an entire chapter of the sketch. And poor John just had to go backstage and put on the outfit for the next sketch, which is you have to do it really fast. And a lot of times it's really hard to do. Blackout for a fucking 30 seconds, and then lights come back on. It's a new sketch. Have you ever gone to a sketch show and then the lights go out and they come back on and it's the same actors, but they're wearing a different outfit? And you go, how did they change outfits so fast? Exactly how you think. It's sheer panic. And everyone's all together in the back room and everyone's just changing clothes as fast as they can. It's chaos. It's horrible. It's so stressed. Everyone's so stressed out. You're like, are we having fun doing this? What's going on? Stagger some people here. Give me some time. Don't have people in back-to-back sketches with crazy outfit changes. What a crazy thing. But they do it. They make it work. And it was a learning experience for sure, for sure. If I ever do that again, I would love to. Because don't wear clothes that you like or care about. These sketches get messy. There's a lot of spilling and physical comedy. And there was fake blood in the cowboy sketch. I get shot. That shirt's just ruined. Can't do that. Spilled like an entire fucking apple juice that was supposed to be like wine or something on my whole shirt and pants. Soaked myself as part of a sketch. Don't do that. Lesson learned. And you got to layer up. You got to wear your next sketch outfit underneath your current sketch outfit, and then just wear the same pants in every goddamn sketch. No one cares what pants you're wearing, You don't got to go full suit like I did in one of the sketches. And then that was a very panicked wardrobe change. But I did that. I forgot to bring John out. There's another sketch I just fucking could not remember my line. I just fucking forgot it. Another sketch I completely messed up the lines and just went completely to a different part of the script. I was just nervous and I was just fucking up all night. But people couldn't really tell, because I got saved by other members that were able to recognize that I was fucking up, and then, okay, we can adjust. We're going to go to that. I guess we're doing that part of the script now, and we're going to skip over this and hope maybe come back to that. I was positively fucking up, but it was a good time. Yeah, if you're in LA, check out Ass Sketch. Monthly show, I believe. Okay, there's that. And then it was Thanksgiving. I went to Six Flags before Thanksgiving. I'll never get over it. It's just the most fun thing in the whole world you can do as a person. It was not terribly packed. The day before Thanksgiving, It was not terribly packed. Six Flags are closing left and right. Which, what are you people doing? I guess it's the new generation. They don't want to go to an amusement park because they have VR and stuff. Is that true? That can't be right. I mean, that's got to be it. How are amusement parks not doing well? They're amusement parks. It's the only place that you can go that is an amusement park. You're not getting on a roller coaster anywhere else other than an amusement park. I guess Mall of America has an amusement park that's like you're going to the mall. You can go to the mall to go to an amusement park. Yes, only in the Mall of America. Anywhere else, if you want to experience an amusement park, you have to go to an amusement park. And they're the most fun thing you can do in the world. You ride roller coasters and you get flipped around. How can that possibly go out of business? There should be more and more of those. Every township should have something with at least rides. Something people love stuff to ride. Are people really getting sick of riding stuff? Riding anything is pretty fun. A horse. That's not that like fun, I guess, but I guess it's kind of fun because you're riding it. It's feeling the wind in your hair and riding a thing and not being in control of the motion that's happening to you. Do people not like that anymore? Or do you think that you can truly get the same experience in a VR thing? Who knows? I do have this, I have a VR headset that I have not used in years. If anyone wants it, too damn bad. It's sentimental to me. But they have some games on there where you can just fly around and it's really sick. But you know what would be at least 10 or 15 times more sick is if I was just actually flying around like this. God, I want to fly someday. I so badly want to do a, what's it called? Like wingsuiting, where you just wear like a flying squirrel type thing and you just that's my dream. I'll never do that. I don't pursue any of my dreams. Another of my dreams is to win the lottery. You know what I don't ever do is play the lottery. The Powerball, I've played maybe twice in my life, but it's my dream to win it. It's my dream. My ultimate number one dream in life is to just be fucking filthy rich immediately. Oh, I'd buy so much stuff. I won a nice gift card, nice hefty gift card recently to the PGA shop. I went to a couple Christmas parties. One of them had a raffle, and they were giving away some golf stuff, and I won this grand prize, which is a pretty hefty gift card to the PGA shop. And I'm gonna be buying some PGA stuff, folks. You're gonna be watching my sketches, and you're gonna notice I'm suddenly wearing all PGA stuff. It's not because I'm like a huge PGA guy. I now have like 40 PGA shirts. I mean, it's a big gift card. I felt bad. I won the grand prize at this party where no one even knew me. Whoops, raffle. Yep, that's my number. I just won that huge gift card. And I haven't golfed in like 2 years, but lucky me, I'm at this party. It was a nice little Christmas party I went to, and I didn't really know a lot of people, and I knew some people kind of well, but not really. But I was talking to these people, and one of them asked me what my hobbies are. I'm trying to like do a stand-up bit about this, but this guy asked me what my hobbies are, and I couldn't think of anything. And I was like, do I have hobbies? I don't think I have any hobbies. And if you want to realize in real time that you're the boring guy at the party, when you catch yourself saying out loud, "Yeah, I don't have any hobbies." You? "Oh, I don't do anything." And you? What can you talk about? I have nothing I can talk about. What are my hobbies, though? I don't know. So I'm trying to get into hobbies. Oh, you know what this girl told me? She goes, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm trying to get into hobbies." We can talk about that. Drop some hobbies in the comments. Let me know if you made it to the Elk. Let me know if you made it to Bamba. Let me know a hobby I should get into. Because this girl was like, you should get into dance. And I said, oh, that's pretty gay. So probably not. But I was thinking about it. Like, imagine if I did a hip hop dance class. If they had a bamba dance class. But I could do a hip hop dance class because I do like to dance. And hip hop dancing is, I guess, the most fun. I'm doing it right now. Just wait till I start filming these podcasts, getting a little video, because I am cutting loose right now. This is not hip hop though. What am I doing? Rolling my shoulders. I need to relax and just stay on track here. But maybe in 2026 I might take a hip hop dance class, and none of you can come. Don't come and make fun of me. If you walk by on the street, don't look at me. Keep on walking, buddy. This is a private thing I'm going to be doing. Hip-hop dance classes. And I'm going to be good in this class. The teacher's going to go, there you go. There you go, Ryan. She'll know my name. I will be introducing myself to everyone. Hi, I'm here for the hip-hop dance class, just like you guys. But that's really not what I was thinking. I would love to... I guess I read. That's what I told the girl. I go, I read. What? I read? That's the fucking hobby I thought to say? I read? No, I don't. I read once a week. I'm reading this book right now. Atlas of Unexpected Places. My Uber driver gave it to me. One time an Uber driver came into my apartment and I was heavily, heavily fucked up. And he was bringing a bunch of us back home to my apartment. And I was all drunk. And I go, dude, you got to come in with us. And he did. And he was an interesting guy. It was a bold choice to invite him in. But you could say any three numbers and he could tell you what area code that is. He knows every area code in the United States. So, pretty cool guy. But he loves, he likes maps and geography. I'm pretty into like maps and geography and stuff. So I gave him this book, a Ken Jennings book. This is how goddamn fucked up I am. I'm giving this Uber driver, who I'm never going to see again, dude, you got to read this book. It's such a good book. And he's like, okay, you're giving me this book? I'm like, you got to give it back. You got to give it back. I'm going to follow you on Instagram. Now we follow each other on Instagram. And hey, man, so this means we got to hang out again, right? Because you got my book and hey, I want that book back. So that means, hey, we got to hang out again. And he was like, oh, okay. And we have never hung out again. I do not want to at all. But I did reach out on Instagram. This is like a year later, I reached out to him. And said, hey, man, did you read that fucking book? Because I want that book back. Been like a year, dude. When someone lets you borrow a book, you have to stop whatever book you're reading and start reading that book because you got to get it back to them. Don't put it in the queue. Read the book. I go, did you read that book, man? And he honestly didn't really confirm if he did or not. But he was like, sorry, man, I'll get it back to you. And so sorry it took so long. Still don't know if he read it. But he was like, yeah, I'm working tonight. I'll be in Hollywood. Driving for Uber, and I'll stop by. I said, okay, here's my address. And he came by, and he returned my book, and he was like, sorry it took so long, man. Like, no, it's all good. I 100% should not have just given you that book. I didn't say that. But for putting me through that trouble, he gifted me a new book from a library in L.A., and I'm going to shout out this library. They can be a sponsor. This library is called Skylight Books on North Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles. Okay. Little Los Feliz action. And it's called Atlas of Unexpected Places. Another little fun map geography, hidden gems around the world book. I've been reading a lot of those. I read a lot of those. But that's not a hobby. That shouldn't be the first hobby. Also, this guy, I think he definitely thought that I wanted to hang out. So I was like, yeah, come by, give me that book. And then he like came through the gate, and I was like, oh no, please stay on the sidewalk. I just want the book. And he kind of comes in and we're both standing on my steps, and we're standing on the same step. We're very close to each other. And just, how you been, man? Thank you so much. It's so good to see you. We hugged like 3 times. And then I think he thought I was going to invite him in. But I was like, well, anyway, yeah, good seeing you, man. And he was like, oh, okay. But nice guy. He gave me this book. And yeah, I've been reading it for a really long time. Because I don't like to do it. I lay down and I force myself to do it. I'd really rather not. So that's certainly not a hobby. But that's the first hobby I said to this girl. I read. She goes, okay, what do you read? And I go, I'm reading a book right now. I don't even know what it's called. How bad is this conversation going? Do you have any hobbies? I don't have any hobbies. Well, what do you like to do? I read. What are you reading right now? I don't know. I just feel myself being the worst guy at this party. These people are like, oh my God, we got stuck talking to that guy. And no one knows who I am. I know he has no hobbies. And then they do this huge raffle, and I win the grand prize. Hundreds of dollars of a gift card. And everyone's like, that fucking guy? So I immediately bought, I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I know that Hallie Ledbetter, shout out Hallie Ledbetter, whose party it was, listens to the podcast. So I'm not going to say but Hallie, I sent you something. I spent the first expense of this card. I got you a Christmas present, okay? It's coming. Please. Thank you for this. Okay, that was one Christmas party I went to, another Christmas party, blah, blah, blah. I went to Six Flags. I've been getting a lot of auditions. I'll tell you that. The auditions have been picking up. I had one today. For, well, let me tell you. I go in, I'm not even going to tell you what it was for. I'm going to let you guess the product. And I know the exact lines. And this is one of those commercials where you're just saying lines, and you got to act like you're having a conversation. But anyway, so the lines were this. I hit a pot. I'm driving, by the way, and I'm with my daughter, and then we hit a pothole. Boom. Oof. I know what Uncle Sam should do with my money. And I know what I'll do when I get some back. Hold on to it for my family. That's where Straight Talk Wireless comes in. Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started, back in 2009. And they've always offered free 5G phones to new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G net. And this is supposed to be like I'm talking to my daughter. And they've always offered free 5G phones to new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Do you understand? My young daughter that I'm talking to? I'm talking about America's most reliable 5G network. They've always been the same price since they started. Jenny, they've always been the same price since they started back in 2009, and they've always offered free 5G phones to new and I guess I should have done it like that. I should have done it passionately. Hun, are you listening? They've been the same price since 2009. And they've always offered free 5G phones for new and existing customers. Jenny, on America's most reliable 5G network. Why don't you care about this? This is huge news. No. What's the fucking line? Reliable. Not the fucking word. Damn it. Don't forget the lines now, Rye. Don't forget the lines. I think I have it in mind. So, that's what it is. Straightforward. Because it's straight talk. The last line is straightforward. Always. Oh, wait. Then I hit a pothole again. I'm a bad driver. I hit a second pothole instead of going around it. Ka-choom! I wince. And then I say, straightforward. Always. Find it at the place that's always been known for straightforward prices. And then I pull into a Walmart. And I say this, in nice, smooth parking lots. And it's a Straight Talk Wireless crossover ad with Walmart and with Verizon, America's most reliable 5G. I mean, it's a triple commercial, but it's a Straight Talk Wireless commercial. Did that. I did another audition where I had a cat and I'm supposed to just be a guy with a cat, and it's just little vignettes of me in the apartment with my cat. Oh, is it nap time? Okay, very good. Okay, now the cat is like sunbathing, and you walk by and you say, it's sunbathing time? Ready? And action. Oh, sunbathing time, huh? Cut. All right, perfect. Okay, now you're on a laptop and you're working. Then the cat jumps up onto the laptop and goes to sleep on your desk, not on the laptop, on the desk next to you. And then you say, "Oh, nap time already?" And action. Oh, nap time already? And cut. That was another commercial. So if you guys see me in a NextGuard commercial, so I do the slate at the beginning. What's your name? Willing to shave? And in the email for this commercial, it said, if you have a cat, please bring the cat. What? Are you kidding? If you have a cat, bring the cat. You want a bunch of fucking cats in the waiting room of this audition place that's complete chaos all the time? There's 6 rooms, I think it is, or 5 rooms, all for that have auditions happening all at the same time. And people are signing up for different auditions, and people are coming out and yelling for the next person, the next group. You tour together. You're group 1, you're group 2, explanation, come in, I'm going across the hall to this one. And you want people to just bring a crate with their fucking cat? Are you insane? A cat in the audition, and you're walking around with this cat. You're doing a lot. And this cat is supposed to jump up on the table and take a nap. Then the cat is supposed to run under your feet, and then because the food just came out of the food machine, and the cat runs under your feet and runs and gets food, and you got to go, whoa, careful, hungry, huh? And you want me to bring my real cat to do that? My cat that's probably having diarrhea in the crate because it's so scared and stressed out right now. And then the cat is supposed to go lay in the sun, and you got to walk by and go, sunbathing, huh? And then you carry your cat and you walk into a vet's office and go, I'm going to take good care of you. Why are you saying that to your cat? Walking into this vet, and then there's a voiceover. Take care, bring your pet here. And then I pet my cat and I go, I forget what his name was, like fucking George or something. It was not George. It was like Zeke? No, I don't know. It was some fucking stupid little name. Let's call him George. So I'm supposed to walk in and I pet the cat and I go, I'm going to take good care of you, George. What? You're bringing him to the vet. They're going to take care of him. You've brought him to the people that I'm going to take care of you. No, I'm actually going to leave you here. I'm going to leave you with these people, and I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go home. And I'm not going to see you for hours. I'm going to take good care of you when you get back home. But right now, this is a bunch of strangers. It was a very odd commercial. But anyway, I've been getting a lot of auditions and a couple callbacks, but nothing. No bookings. 2026, I got good feelings about it, folks. And please come to my stand-up shows that I'm doing. They are in Chicago, South Bend, Minneapolis. Let me just look. I haven't really. Okay, here we go. South Bend, very excited. Cheers, the place is called. So who knows? Maybe I'll do a tourist video there because that's the first one on the run right now. So I would have a free day before. Chicago, a whole weekend in Chicago. There's no need for that. I'm doing 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. There's never a need for that, but I'm going to do it. We could just do 1 show, maybe 2 shows, and they would be more full and they would be fine. But we'll see how they go. Appleton, Wisconsin, my return to Skyline. This was the first club that booked me in the middle of COVID. October of 2020, Skyline reached out and said, hey, do you want to do a weekend of shows in like the middle of October of 2020, and we're Wisconsin, so we're at this point the epicenter of the whole thing. Remember when Wisconsin, they would show the map of COVID, the really red states would have the most COVID, and those like graphs. And there was a time in COVID when Wisconsin was the hotbed epicenter, and the governor went on the news and said, "It's the Wild West out here. Don't come here. It's the Wild West." And it was, and they ran out of comics willing to go there to do shows, but not me. I did a weekend in Appleton, Wisconsin, and the club had to do 50% capacity, and let me tell you, no problem. Fine by me. You're telling me I sold out the available seats? Fine by me. And it's a great club, but I've yet to see it not with people all in masks and 50% capacity in the room, so we'll see. And then I'm doing good old Big Grove in Des Moines, Iowa. Finally going to be in Des Moines. This one's actually going to happen. I promise, if you're in Des Moines and you've been trying to see me and it hasn't worked out, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one. I have no idea what this venue is going to be like. It's a brewery, so it could be. I think they have like an event room, so we'll see. Probably very tall ceilings, and probably going to bomb. Minneapolis, always love going to Sisyphus, one of my favorite clubs, and very good at emailing back. And then the Plus in Eau Claire. I mean, this is a murderer's row of some of my favorite venues. I love these places. I'll certainly be making another Pillow Man at the Plus. That's March 19th, so it's probably gonna snow again. It always does when I'm in Eau Claire. Then I'm doing a Don't Tell comedy show in Milwaukee, which I don't know how to promote that because those are supposed to be secret. But I just told you. It's Friday the 20th. And then I'm doing the Bend Theater. This is the place that had to change from April to March. This is in West Bend, Wisconsin. I'm finally going to West Bend, Wisconsin, folks. And they offered to pay me more to move to March. So now this whole thing is around. So we really like the Bend Theater. I'm very excited about it. It's like I don't know. It's like a theater. I don't know. I don't perform in a lot of theaters. I'm happy if that many people want to come out that would like fill a theater, but I also think a theater is an odd spot to do stand-up. Generally, it's more for like the theater. I don't think it quite translates, but I've done some good theater shows, like when I would open for Dimitri Martin. So who knows? Maybe that'll be really fun. And, hey, that theater I did in Chehalis, Washington was really fun. Remember that? You got to do Laserheads? Do you remember that? And then going back to the haunted Renwick Mansion in Davenport, Iowa. I'm just doing, like, all of my favorite places that I do. A lot of these places I've performed at, like, 3 or 4 times already. It's just the classics, dude. They're always fun. Sisyphus, The Plus, Renwick. I mean, these are my spots. Skyline I've been to. I wouldn't call it one of my spots, but I hope to make it one of my spots. I just love Wisconsin. And that's why I went up to that man with the cheese head and had so much to say. I was like, dude, Wisconsin's like my second home. And then we just got to talking, and then one thing leads to another, and I bought some cheese curds. And now I have so many goddamn cheese curds in my fridge. They're delicious, but I can't just be eating cheese curds. I have been eating really bad lately. Getting really into fast food. I think it's a good time for me to get into fast food. Christmas, it's going to rain on Christmas. I have little notes that I wrote down. I think that's pretty much all. I'm coming up on about an hour, so that seems like a fine enough podcast. I thanked my sponsors. I shout out the first place Carolina Panthers, talked about my fantasy league. I went to Ralph's. I did just get back from Ralph's. That same old man was there. This is the old man that made the Asian joke. He bagged my groceries today. He's bagging groceries. They use paper bags now at Ralph's. They're making some changes here in California. So this guy double bags my groceries in a bag, takes a second bag and double bags the rest of the groceries, and then just leaves I bought a box of LaCroix, tangerine flavored LaCroix, and he gives me 1 bag of groceries, 2 bags of groceries, and then just the box of LaCroix. I'll carry these 3 things. This box that you have to slip your fingers in to carry and hope that it doesn't rip in half. I'll hold these 2 grocery bags meant for holding and to walk and leave with. And then just this loose box of LaCroix. Don't put these in the bag now. Don't put these in the bag now. This is a separate thing that I must carry. And I go, is there any room in one of those bags for these LaCroix? These are big bags. You could put the LaCroix in vertically if you want. You could put them at the bottom horizontally. I don't know why this man couldn't just give me my goddamn LaCroix. And he goes, all right, I'll give you another bag for the LaCroix. But I'm going to double bag it because these are heavy. I'm like, brother, I know how much a box of LaCroix weighs. You think I didn't carry these LaCroix all the way over here? You selfish prick. So anyway, I ended up getting 2 free bags out of the deal because I had already paid, and then I asked him. I went full Karen. Think you could fit these LaCroix in one of those bags? I don't know why you're making me carry them separately. A 12-pack of beers, I understand. That's a big thing. This is a box of LaCroix. There's only 8 of them. They can fit, they take up 20% of the volume of the bag. Anyway, probably didn't need to tell you that, but I got some Band-Aids. I got a lot of good stuff. I got some fresh milk. It's good until January 3rd, okay? And I still drink cow's milk. Skim cow's milk. Can you believe that? Why am I talking about this? Okay, thank you for listening. This has been episode 46 of Laser Show. Let me know if you made it to the Elk. And I will include a little clip of Bamba from Tiago Raul. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I love you guys. Thanks for a wonderful 2025 of laser shows. This is for sure the last one of the year. I'll hopefully do it in January. When I'm not touring a lot, I don't have a lot of good stories, really. I'm up here talking about, and this guy didn't put the LaCroix in my bag. That's what I'm talking about on my podcast? Yeah. So you can see why it takes me a long time. But Happy New Year, everyone. Love you, Laserheads. Let me know if you made it to the Elk. I'll include some pictures, I guess, of maybe some stuff I talked about. Maybe not, though, on Instagram. We'll see. Haven't thought about it. Love you guys. Pump up the volume and dance.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance. Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya. Brio, brio, ya.